Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Tiff with Journal with Tiff, and the cat's out of the bag. As you saw, new pen day. And this is my Santini Italia. That is the brand. The model is Libra and the color is Capri. And I am 100% obsessed. This is my first Italian pen, and I literally have no words. I have no words. I'm clearly going through a green phase lately. You know how I am about my browns, but lately it's just anything green is just like really striking to me all of a sudden. And so I was online and I've been wanting to try some Italian pens because I have never owned one, never held one, and couldn't decide on the Italian pen that I wanted, and I stumbled upon Santini, and I'm on their website looking for one, looking at reviews, and I saw the Capri, the Libra model in the Capri color, and it just struck me. And y'all, um when I say I have no words, I have no words. Oh my goodness. The best description for the chatoyance and just for the look of this pen, Lau from Kinchan Crafts described it best when I spoke with him about it. I've already shared this with him, and he described it as a whimsical sage. And I think that is just an absolute perfect description of this pen. It is definitely, let's get this out of the way. It is definitely a substantial pen. This is not a small pen. And I'm going to do some size comparisons in just a second. But as you can see, without being capped, it fits perfectly in the hand. It is comfortable. It is not too big. I'm really, again, getting to the point of wanting or enjoying larger barreled, larger diameter pens. So this was right up my alley. It does post nicely. And it's not even extremely back weighted, but it's a little more back weighted than I would enjoy it. So just not posting it is absolutely fine. So yeah. And I guess I need to go ahead and say this. This is a gold nib, and I cannot remember if it is 14 or 18 karat. I will look, this, it is 18 karat. It's written on here, and I got this in an extra fine. And it is the feel of this extra fine is kind of interesting to me. Sorry about that. And when we do the writing example, I'll explain a little bit more, but let's go ahead and do some size comparisons. Okay, so I tried to pull some pins that I thought were on a little bit larger scale that I have in my collection. So here we have the Santini. This is my Bone Crusher 7 Studios, which to date is my longest pen, I believe. I don't want to say it's the largest, but definitely the longest. Navalor, my Pelican M800, the Toosby Diamond 580, a Pilot Custom 823, and an Esterbrook SD. So if I were to push them all to the end so that I know they're pretty much on point, size lined up correctly, it's definitely not the longest, but as far as girth is concerned, I want to say it's probably about the same here. So yeah, let's look at these uncapped. And here they are uncapped. So definitely the Bone Crusher Studio here in Pistachio, Bone Crusher 7 Studio in Pistachio is longer. But as far as girth is concerned, I still think, let's just pick these up and see. They kind of look about the same. Definitely the grip section. Well, actually the grip section, I'm not sure if you can tell it's about the same because the beginning of the grip section is right here. But if I were to lie them on top of each other, yeah, I really feel like, let's see, they are honestly about the same size. So if you're familiar with this particular pen and model, the size is comparable, other than the grip section is much, much longer on the Bone Crusher 7 Studio model. The rest, I would say, are just a little bit smaller. The nib is very comparable. And oh, by the way, Santini makes their nibs in-house. So I'm gonna just kind of lay them next to each other. And the nib looks a lot like my Pelican nib. And I did get this in an extra fine, and I was a little concerned because I was a little concerned about if the extra fine would behave as like a Western versus, I know it's not going to be as fine as a Japanese, and I'm getting a little ahead of myself, I know, because we're not looking at the writing sample. We're kind of looking at the size right now, but I just had to throw that in there. But yeah, if you are into larger barreled, larger diameter pens, you're gonna really enjoy that one. I do not feel it's super, super big. For me personally, it's not so big that it's uncomfortable. I've not tried the M1000. It is bigger than the M800, so hey, I may enjoy an M1000 because this is just a slight, sorry, I'm out of frame. This is just a slight bit larger. It is larger than my SD, and it's larger than the Pilot, but the nib itself, it's a very good size. I've already kind of tested it a little bit, and we're going to do a writing sample in just a second here. But the size of it, to me, is just really, really comfortable in hand and comparable to all of these. So I'm enjoying it. So let's go ahead and do a writing sample. Okay, so I was trying to figure out what I should ink this with. And normally I really like to be matchy-matchy with my ink and my pens. So I was trying to decide, should I go matchy-matchy? And I brought it down, I narrowed it down to 3 inks that I was considering. First, I could go super matchy-matchy with Faber-Castell and Olive Green. And I'm like, oh, that would be beautiful. Or Sailor Ink Studio number 280. it is a green, and I think it would be a really interesting ink to use just because it has some chroma shading and just the other colors that pull. And I'm like, that would be really cool as well. And then I thought about Palette Iroshizuku Inaho. And this is actually the ink I decided to go with. Partly because depending on the paper, Inaho is like a mix of brown and green and a little bit of a gold. And with this being my very first time inking the pen and using the pen, I wanted to use an ink that I know is well behaved. I wanted to use an ink that I know that would be a great tester for the pen. I don't have to worry about the ink. And Inaho, by being an Iroshizuku ink, it's gonna behave well. I mean, I've never, ever had a problem with those inks. So the next time I ink this up for maybe I currently inked for the month, or the next time I try to use it, I may decide on a different ink. I'm not sure, but at least for now, I did want to ink it up a little bit, and Inaho was what I decided to go with. And surprisingly, I was very happy with the color combination, as you will see. Okay, this is Santini Italia. Man, this ink is, I'm so glad I chose this ink. It is perfect. The model is what is the model? Libra, right. Libra, and the colorway is Capri. And this is so comfortable to hold. And it is smooth, smooth, smooth. By the way, this is in an extra fine. And what I wanted to say about this nib, this is an extra fine nib. They make them in-house, which is very rare these days. But it has so much bounce to it. It's not a flex. It's not a soft. But there is a good amount of flex. Look at all the ink that's putting down. And I'm not going to push it too much to see, you know, I don't want to try to mess this nib up on day one. But wow, that is smooth as butter. I do hear a little feedback, but that's okay. I like that. Yeah, it's the perfect amount of wetness. It's the perfect amount of comfort. Ugh, do I have a new favorite pen? I don't know. But I am extremely excited. And okay, let's try one more thing. Yeah, no pressure at all. No pressure at all, and ink's just flowing out of it. It does write like an extra fine. It writes like a wet extra fine. So this is the main reason why I wanted to use this ink, because I knew it wasn't going to be too dry, and I could get a really good understanding of this nib, at least for a first impression. So yeah, this is my pen, and I'm so excited. I'll try to maybe post some more pictures in like daylight, because I don't have a lot of sunlight in this room. But whew, it takes my breath away. It really does. And I hope you guys, if anyone has tried these pens, this particular brand, please let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you've tried any of their other models. And let's chat about it, because this one is really, really blowing me away. And I can't stop looking at it. But yeah, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I know you people have been watching without subscribing, so come on, just push the button. Just go ahead and do it. But yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment. We'll chat about it, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.